there's the archery range right up there, straight ahead of us. It's nice because I can go and fish in the morning when the fish are biting and go and do some archery after that. Try not to blow my elbow out with that 60-pound bow. So I'm by no means an expert fisherman, but fisherman's knot, loop it through the top, stick your middle finger in there, loop it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. You'll then bring it down to your loop where your finger's at, pinch it, hold it, and then you'll pull this top one tight. And you can see the knot move down, lock into place, just like that. Perfect. Kind of told you guys last week, I wanted to talk to you about you don't need religion to find happiness, but you do need to believe in something, and I figured hitting my fishing hole would be the perfect place to discuss that. Because you can't believe in something, higher power, whatnot. You can believe in nature, the beauty of everything going on. Look at that sunset. Absolutely perfect. If you don't believe in anything, it's one of my favorite lines from Sucker Punch, even though it's about as cringy as it gets. If you don't believe in anything, you'll fall for anything. And while it is true, I think it's more along the lines of, you don't believe in anything, then what's the point of existence? Now, I'm by no means a good fisherman. Not even a great fisherman, but I like doing it. It's like for me, I guess we'll talk about my belief system real quick. Looks like I hit a weed. So some of you may have observed in previous videos or listening to me, like I have a lot of Catholic art around. I wear a rosary every day, things like that, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm Catholic. I believe in a higher power of some sort. If it was up to me, every religion in the world would be right, and you just go to whatever respective thing you believe in's afterlife, and that's all there is to it. And that's fine and dandy. It doesn't really solve a lot of really taxing questions. How do you find happiness? How do you find who you are or what you should believe in? And so when it comes to Catholicism, I like the ritual of Catholicism. And this is important for later. I like the ritual of Catholicism. I like praying the rosary. I like going to Latin Mass. It gives me a routine, so to speak. And the routine is kind of a way of meditation. It's kind of a way of finding your grounding, your happy place, what you need to do to truly find some sort of happiness, whatever that may be. And so I'm not saying that all of you should pray the rosary. I'm not saying any of you should pray to any god. I'm saying you should, at the very least, believe in yourself. Pray to yourself. Find a ritual, some kind of routine that'll help you ground. And like I said last week, I have good days and bad days. Today would probably qualify as a bad day. we're healing. Like, I'm healing, you're healing, we're all healing. Got the collective trauma for a lot of my age group, 9/11 and the two wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, and the housing crisis in '08 as we all graduated high school and college, COVID, all that good jazz. And from all of that, kind of all lost our collective shit, so to speak. So we got to find a way to work through that, a way to propagate through that, try to better ourselves in some way or another. For me, it's those rituals I just discussed, praying the rosary, things like that, but it's also standing here in the lake. Like, I don't need to be standing here to cast offshore and get a decent cast. I'm doing it because of the water. The water's a good grounding mechanism. I can feel the water beating up against my legs. I can feel it soak through my river shoes, and I can feel the warmth of the day's sun, and it just helps me ground and realize that there's so much more to the universe than the small little problems I am facing. And so you don't have to believe in God. You don't have to have a religion of any sort. But it really, really helps to believe in something, no matter what that something is. Whether it's nature, the Buddha, whatever religion you choose or belief system. But if you go through the day with no routine, no ritual, nothing to help you forget the bad and prop yourself up, what's the point of it all? What's the point of any of it? There's no point, and that's where the sadness comes from. And yeah, I have my ritual, I have my routine, I still face sadness, I still have my issues, I still have my down days. But I know that standing here in the lake, trying to get my fishing line untangled, at least there's something for me to look forward to. At least there's something to bring positivity. I'm not just sitting in my house wondering and wishing and anything like that. I feel productive. It may not be the most productive, but it's something. And most of all, I'm out in nature. I'm enjoying the beauty of the things around me, whether you believe someone created those things or you believe that it's just beautiful. At least that you can see something tangible. And I know from my demographics, there's a lot of you in Europe, and I'm sure you guys fish in Europe, and I know that there's probably a lot of you living in cities. Cities aren't known for their nature, but look at the beauty in those cities. Every city has some sort of beauty, something to look at, something to get your mind off things, something to believe in. If only if you're believing in yourself. It's a powerful thing to believe in yourself. It's hard to do sometimes. We all have our self-doubts, our feelings that we're going mad. I have to deal with self-doubt every single day. I feel like I have imposter syndrome. I don't belong on YouTube. I don't belong in the master's program at school. I don't belong teaching kids how to fix their cars. But a little bit of grounding, some time in the water, some time in nature, some time even just walking around town, thinking, meditating, grounding, deep breaths, 4 in, 4 held, 4 out. And all of those worries, all of that self-doubt, it doesn't disappear. It's a hell of a lot easier to cope with. But you need to believe in something. I don't care if it's yourself, it's Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, the Buddha, any of the bajillions, it seems, Hindu gods. Even if you believe in Ahura Mazda, believe in something. At least yourself. Because you're really the only person that's going to pull yourself out of all of this. All those rituals, all those prayers, saying the rosary, going to mass. It's just a way to self-reflect. It's a way to look inwards and let myself know that things could be bad, things could be worse, things could be better. But really what it boils down to is the time spent on the lake. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you guys enjoyed that beautiful sunset that's going on behind us. Special thanks to Nick for filming this and editing it. And I Hope you guys have a great night. I don't know what we're going to talk about in next week's video, but I hope it helps you, and I hope this video helped you. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.